Had another question from one of our viewers. How do people tattoo in prison? What needle do they use, and how do they get the equipment to tattoo? In prison, people are using makeshift Walkman mechanics. A lot of these guys are like MacGyver. They can take apart the mechanics of, like, say, the old Walkmans and use that motor to actually create a motor for the pen. A lot of the pins, the needles for tattooing come from maybe a guard or bring some in. Some inmates are using like guitar string for needles or for, like, as far as for the ink. And so, like, if a guy is really cool with a guard, he might even bring in a tattoo gun, and then that guy, he's able to do tattoos at a whole nother level. He just got to make sure he can hide that, because it's contraband, and if they find it, they're going to know somebody brought it in. But the guys are making tattoo guns out of everything. I got my tattoos done by a guy inside prison, and he used a guitar string, and he got a fresh needle from a guard that looked out for him, and he was able to get his hustle like that. And you always want to make sure that you pay for a fresh needle, so that way you're not passing hepatitis or any of that type of stuff, because a lot of guys, have a tendency to share needles, which isn't good. And a lot of guys have Hep C in prison, so you never want to use the needle somebody else used. You always want to pay extra and get a fresh needle. But guitar strings, needles being brought in, old Walkmans with mechanicals in them for the actual tattoo gun, or, like I said, if you're cool, you can pay a guard, and he'll bring a tattoo gun in for you. I mean, there's always ways to get that kind of stuff in prison.